We do have some breaking news. There are satellite images, and what they appear to show is rapid construction at several suspected silo fields in China that could eventually launch nuclear weapons. All of this as the country is also significantly bolstering its military capabilities.
CNN has learned that the U.S. is developing contingency plans for possible Russian escalation in its war in Ukraine, including the potential use of tactical nuclear weapons.
The prospect of nuclear conflict, once unthinkable, is now back within the realm of possibility.
U.S. Coast Guard spots Chinese guided missile cruiser and Russian naval ships off the Alaskan coast. A patrol boat found 86 miles off the coast of Alaska. 3 Chinese naval ships, including a guided missile cruiser, as well as 4 Russian naval vessels, including a destroyer, spotted in a single battle formation.
I think that Russia and China are working on things behind the scenes, and our leaders are so behind the ball, and our media is so behind that they don't see what's going on.
Instead of calming tensions, in fact, they seem to be deliberately provoking Russia.
Breaking, Zelensky says NATO must, quote, launch preemptive strikes on Russia.
They all believe that defending Ukraine is worth risking Armageddon.
It means the end of the world.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Guerrilla Thinking Project podcast, whatever you want to call it. Look, it took a lot out of me to come and explain to you guys what the hell is going on. And as you can see, I went back smoking my pipe. There's no weed in it. It's tobacco. Guys, it's been all over the news. Everybody freaking out over a balloon flying over the United States from China. I don't know if the news is telling y'all the truth or not. But one thing I can say is not what you think. It is not a spy balloon. They got satellites for that. And these satellites are extremely good at what they do. Okay? You don't have to take my word for it. All thing you got to do is just Google satellites made by DARPA, satellites made by the FBI, the government. And you'll be amazed at how these satellites can zoom in on your big toe. All right? That's all I can say. The technology is 50, 60 years ahead when it comes to military, government, Pentagon machines, okay? You think the cell phone is new? Touchscreen? Daddy, that's all I got. I don't even know where to start with this Chinese balloon. I guess The Simpsons was right. Again. Shit, I need to start watching The Simpsons more often. All the old shows. But I'm going to give you my opinion. This spy balloon could be an act of war. It could be, shoving a thumb up Sleepy Joe's rear end and say, hey, we own you. We own you big time. We can do what the hell we want to do. And ain't nothing you can do. Matter of fact, we going to fly this balloon all through Montana, all through the middle of the United States, and you ain't going to shoot it down. Because one, you're scared as hell because you don't know what's in it, the package. But it damn sure it ain't spy. It damn sure ain't spy. I hope you guys know about EMP, electromagnetic impulse, that can wipe out the electrical grid of the United States. And before y'all sit and say, well, hell, that's all right. It's all good. I can handle that for a couple of days. No. Once an EMP attack hits, it'll wipe out the electrical grid, but you got to think more in depth. It's going to shut down. If you're driving down the road, your car just going to shut off. It's going to fry all the electrical in your car. Your cell phone ain't going to work. Nothing works. It's going to blow your ass back to the Stone Age. The 1700s when there was no electricity. Technically, people lived off the land. You feel me? They walked or they had horses. And it takes, to repair that kind of damage, it can take up to 20 to 30 years to repair everything back to normal. Some say 100 years because you have to build these generators and build these, I forgot the word for them, but you have to rebuild. Not only that, our nuclear power plants runs off electricity. If this happens, you can just imagine. And if you can't imagine, try to imagine. These nuclear power plants, they're going to explode. And that right there will be another nuclear explosion that you don't want. So I'm just going to tell you, I can't blame nobody who voted for Sleepy Joe because he technically did not win. And for anyone that's feeling confident about your decisions on voting for this cat, I told you guys before you did what was going to happen. It's going to be an escalation of war. He's a World Economic Forum puppet. He's loyal to NATO. He's fronting money to NATO more than any other country. And is ugly. He's a globalist. A globalist that forgets shit. That's why his son run everything now. So if you don't believe me, you can look it up. You can look it up. Okay? So I'm sorry. We are in this predicament. In case you didn't know, 3 weeks ago, the World Economic Forum had their meeting in Switzerland, Davos, Switzerland. And all of a sudden, we got an escalation of everything. All right? We got tanks going to Ukraine. The Germans are saying they're sending tanks to Ukraine to fight the Russians. And they're asking Sleepy Joe for more money. I tell you, man, I don't know if I can say this, but in the days of pimping, there was a word we used to say. I mean, I never was a pimp, but I'm saying there was a thing we used to say when we didn't like nobody. And y'all know what it is. And if you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Make sure your kids is not in the room. But someone needs to pimp slap that man. I mean, somebody need to pimp slap the shit out of him. Zelensky, anybody else who's pushing for war. Because these folks ain't never fought in a real war. They ain't never had beef. They probably never got punched in the face. They don't know. But they got a free pass to those underground bunkers, underground cities that we don't supposed to know about. So how you feel about that? So they want this because they believe in eugenics. They feel like this planet got too many people and we should just kill everybody off and leave everything to us. So I just want you, if we get out of this, I just need you guys to choose wisely. And choosing wisely, I have to admit, I do miss Trump. I do miss him. I don't care about you haters getting mad. Y'all got us in this situation. So with that being said, I could sure use a red cat right now. I'm gonna tell you, boy. Woo-hoo. But I mean, hey, I told y'all not to vote for that bastard. But hey, it is what it is. There's just so much going on. I don't even know where to start. As you may know, I mean, if you want to talk about the balloon is a football field long. This ain't no small balloon. This balloon was as big as a football field, and those things on the bottom of it, they look like solar panels, but we don't know if it was solar panels. That shit was almost what, three bus loans. That's how long it was. We don't know what it was. So yeah, of course you don't want to shoot it because you don't know what's on it. You don't know what the payload is. It could have been a nuke. It could have been a hydrogen bomb. It could have been acid. Who knows? I don't know. But my thing is, you shouldn't have waited till they got all the way across the United States before y'all shot it down. With all the high-tech weaponry and satellites, right? You should have seen that thing coming 20, 30 miles before it even hit the border of California. You supposed to know. Oh, what the hell is that? All right, send a plane up there. Oh, zoom in on the satellite. Oh, shoot that shit ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And then, it's kind of funny. I'm watching the videos of it. Everybody's sitting there, getting excited. Woohoo, yeah. That's my Air Force right there. Yeah, yeah. But guess what? If we had real leaders in the office, that shit would have been shut down right before it got into Montana. Hell, if it floated over Alaska, that shit would have been shot down. You feel me? So we done got Russia to the point of leaning towards China. Remember, Vladimir Putin was more neutral. You know, he really wanted to work with the West. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a damn what nobody say. That man wanted to work with the West. But I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I just need everybody to do one thing. Well, two things. Pray. Pray for peace. Just like my man Gil Scott Heron used to say, we need to pray for peace. I wish I can play his song going out. But, you know, I don't want to get copyrighted. You feel? So, but tomorrow, all this week, y'all need to get on the phones, call your politicians, and pressure them to say, look, we need to back off Ukraine because China is more of a threat, but we need to back off Ukraine and stop escalating this war because Vladimir Putin, he don't want it, but he ain't no punk. Them submarines have left the base in Russia. Nobody knows where the hell they at. I kind of know where they at. And we don't want that smoke. So I'm going to say it again to Vladimir Putin, if you're listening to this, or if you get bored and you're watching YouTube and go live or however you do, just remember, we don't want the smoke. The American citizens, we don't want the smoke. We don't have citizen, what's the word? We don't have shelters. We know that you built shelters for the Russian people. America, our government was just trying to control everybody around the world instead of saying, "Hey, let's build up some shelters, you know, just protect our American people, and also let's fortify our electrical grid so it would not be destroyed by EMP attack, whatever, or solar flares from the sun. Let's do that. Let's spend out billions of dollars instead of giving it to Zelensky, his whole ass. Instead of giving it to him, let us just go ahead and just put this money back here in the United States. And while we at it, you know what I'm saying, let's take care of our veterans. You know, let's put money. You know what? Get them a house. Give them a free house. Every veteran that done lost a knee, leg, arm, eye, whatever, you know what? Get them a free house. No properties. No, they don't pay taxes. They done gave enough. This is what we need to be doing here. You know? Now, I know some of my brothers and sisters are going to say, well, what about reparations? I'm sorry, white people, but I'm down for the reparations. I'm telling you. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. If you can give it to Zelensky, if you can give billions of dollars to Zelensky, you know, the gay porn dancer, if you can give it to him, the comedian that plays pianos with his penis, and that wasn't even funny. That skit was not even funny. But you know what? If y'all gonna do that, I want my reparations. Yes. Sorry, white people. I'm being honest. I want my reparations. Get that money. Get all that money from Zelensky. All of it. Get all that money from Zelensky and give me some of it. Matter of fact, give everybody some. Even white people. Just give us money. You know what? Pay a house off. I want my 50 acres and a mule. All right? So I'm just being honest. I'm not hating. I'm just being honest with y'all. Because that was an eye opener. You can give billions to that gay guy who plays piano with his penis, who acts like he's married, who's part of the Azov Brigade. No. Hell no. Hell no. No, you done screwed us, y'all. I want my money, player. Okay? All right, that's all I gotta say. We're gonna get back into this, but I want to say one thing while it's on my mind. Have y'all heard about the eggs? No, I know y'all heard about the egg shortage. Yeah, we got that. But did you hear the eggs, right? Okay, well, what I'm understanding is that not only do you have an egg shortage, but what if I told you it was on purpose? On purpose. So I've been, going on social media, mostly TikTok. Hiya, it is owned by the Chinese. I know that. I got that. But I was on it. I was on it. And these people are farmers, local farmers, who have free range chickens, freaking out saying our chickens are not laying eggs. Now, it's the wintertime, so, chickens don't lay that much eggs in the wintertime. But they saying that they usually lay, one or two every now and then. They ain't even doing that. And they say it's got something to do with the feed that they're giving the chickens that's been formulated to not get them to grow eggs. Now, the rabbit hole gets deeper and deeper in that, but I just thought I'd share it with you. And not only that, but for some reason, it's still going on. Different food processing plants are still burning the hell down. What the hell's up with that? Still burning down now. How? What's going on? It don't make no damn sense. And you can't get the FBI to investigate a damn thing. Hey, January 6th, they will be all up in your ass. But when it comes to stuff that really affects people, they got their feet kicked up on the board, sleep. Yeah, I said it. You're doing nothing to help us. But you're making our lives, well, not mine. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, you're making them guys miserable. And it's just like, damn, what y'all gonna do about this, these different food processing plants still burning down? Damn, that makes 100. How many we got in the United States? How many we have in the United States? I want to know. Nobody knows. Hell, I don't even know. Look, so since we on the food, try to do your best to buy local. If you know any farmers in your neighborhood, get your meat, get your eggs. Don't be afraid, knock on the door or, hey, excuse me, leave a note in the mailbox. However, but you need to get out and reach out to your local farmers. All right. I only know one farmer around here that's a little cuckoo. But other than that, everybody else, you can deal with them. I'm not calling no names. He might be watching. But I tell you what, I didn't upload this video I wanted you to watch. But I'm not gonna play all of it. I'll probably play a little bit. But it's from Alex Jones, Infowars.com. He breaks down the science. He breaks down the science on the balloon, the Chinese balloon, it really represents. It represents that we're going to blow some shit up and keep messing with us. Do what we say. But what I'm confused about is that the Chinese is run by the same folks that we hate. The New World Order, World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab. So the Chinese, they trying to break off or do something. I ain't figured it out yet, but I will figure it out. You feel? But until that time, pray, y'all. And some people don't have that faith. I got that. I can get it. Y'all don't have faith. Y'all don't believe that prayer is powerful. You know what I'm saying? But it's very powerful. But you gotta be sincere about it. Okay, I shouldn't talk that way, right? I shouldn't get my Aussie on. But anyway, Call your politicians. Call the White House. Say, hey, man, chill. Chill, man. Or we going to scream impeachment, which you should have been doing anyway. But anyway, impeachment. It needs to be done. Or we ain't going to be here. In case y'all ain't realized, I'm not at home. Me and my family, we on a boat right now. And I don't like water like that. I think my ancestor was already here in the United States because every time I go on the boat, I get seasick. So my great grandfather, grandparents, or whatever, I think we were Indians. Maybe Moors, maybe. Who knows? But anyway, things are getting intense. Yesterday, I saw a lot of military personnel. Saw some Humvees, armored vehicles going down the highway with the satellite communications on the back of it. It's getting ugly. It's getting ugly, man. I don't even know what to say no more. I really don't. But I tell you what we can do. I'm going to just play a little bit of it. Maybe 5 minutes of it. And when this live is over with, y'all go back, y'all look at it again if you have to. This guy got me finna open up the encyclopedias because he just broke down the science once again. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet Alex Jones from InfoWars. Here we go. Y'all ready? That's how we're going to do it. But then again, maybe we do it like this. Here we go.
There are tens of thousands of satellites in orbit around the Earth, many of them secret. Elon Musk wants to put 50,000 in orbit. He's already put thousands. There's artificial rings forming around the Earth of space junk going back into the early 1960s. I'm an expert on this. I've studied it in depth, and I can tell you exactly what's going on with this Chinese balloon. And we've warned about this for many, many years, and this is extremely serious. Why would they be surveilling the missile sites in Montana and Wyoming with a balloon when the satellites are far better? That's not what a balloon like that is for.
What'd I tell you?
And I can tell you, if you look at the array and how large it is, and the solar panels dangling from the bottom, that is a gigantic balloon.
Told you.
Now, studying plans by Alexander Haig in the 1980s that were proposed to Ronald Reagan and were declassified in the mid-90s, I knew all about these plans because they were public. They then got reclassified, and all future discussion of it shut down. There are hundreds of U.S. government giant balloons at 100,000 feet and up that you've got to have a telescope to see in extremely clear skies.
Facts. I've done it.
So the real revolution is not satellites, it's balloons and dirigibles, blimps, Hindenburgs. But they don't have hydrogen in them that's explosive. They have helium in them, and they're able to stay aloft for years. Then they land at nighttime at classified bases in Nevada and Arizona and in Texas. When I was 16 and first got my driver's license, I was driving on an overpass late at night in Dallas near the airbase, and one was crashing. Didn't have video cameras in your car then. I think my parents had one at home, didn't have cell phones to tape it. And I remember seeing a giant blimp partially collapsed in the nighttime sky, crashing into the Air Force Base. That was kind of my first fascination with it. And then Alexander Haig in 1990 had a cable TV show on a military cable network he launched that had almost no viewers, but I started watching it, and most days it was just him up there for 30 minutes talking about this stuff. So when I know all this stuff, it's because I saw one crash in Dallas, this big giant blimp coming in slowly, half collapsed at a military base. Asked my dad what he thought it was, asked my uncle, and they said that was some type of secret surveillance blimp. Whatever it was gigantic. And then remember like 10 years ago, oh, there's a huge spaceship over Salt Lake City. It's 2 football fields long. And folks zoomed in with telephoto lenses and it had propellers on it and giant solar panels all over it. So there's a whole revolution going on with this. And the Chinese are heavily involved. But I'm going to explain why this is so dangerous. Folks are saying, and the senators are saying, and the CIA is saying, that, oh my gosh, it's surveilling the launch silos for intercontinental ballistic missiles. No, ladies and gentlemen, that is not what the blimp, that is not what the balloon is doing. Satellites can get crystal clear photos and videos. They had satellites in the 60s, the U.S. did, that see the famous photos where they zoom in Manhattan with a clear photo shot on a clear day. And you can read the text of what a woman is reading laying on a blanket in a bikini in Central Park. And you can lay out a nickel or a penny and read the year date on it.
There it is.
Now, there's many different types of satellites and different types of orbits. But tell everybody you know, tune in right now. Because at the bottom of the hour, I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on with this surveillance device, this balloon, and I'm going to explain why it's so serious.
Well, I'm going to leave it right there. The whole thing is, if you want to really listen to this cat flow, I suggest you do it, Infowars.com. He'll break it down. I don't want to make this show too long. Not tonight. Now, the next couple of days, we're going to get into it. Right now, we need to lay low and see what's going to go on with this, you know what I'm saying, this whole escalation of war. I tell everybody to look up, Google the RAND report, RAND, RAND report 7277. If I can remember in the back of my head, y'all need to look up the declarations of war, which is the hell, it's on the back of my head. I can't figure it out, but just look up RAND report, State Department 7277. Look that up, and you'll see the escalation of war. And we just need to get closer to God, pray every night as much as you can. It's about to get ugly out here. Stock up on food. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, stock up on dry goods, water. My 6 months of water has been depleted. Ain't that something? So I got to get back into it myself. Starting tomorrow. Understand, and I don't want to tell y'all this, but know it. Just in case. Just in case. If you're out and about and you see a big flash of light, brighter than the sun, I suggest you stop what you're doing. Find somewhere safe, but you got at least 3 minutes to 5 minutes, depending on how close you are to a blast, and you need to lay on the ground. Lay on the ground. Close your eyes. Cover your ears. Because y'all done forgot there's something called Um, what is it called? I'm just forgetting stuff. The blast. It'll come to me in a minute. As soon as I cut off, start recording, it's gonna come. Bam. That's the word. Damn it. But when that blast hit, you gotta, you got the after effects that'll knock your ass down. And it is so powerful, it'll collapse your lungs. It's just like getting hit with a bomb. You know what I'm saying? The concussion can knock you out. So that's first thing. You got 14 minutes. Depending on how close you were to the blast, you got 14 minutes to find somewhere to go. Preferably, you want to go inside of a concrete building. All right? And go to the lowest point and don't come out for, they say 48 hours. I ain't going to hear that. Don't come out for a week. Hell, if you can, make it 2 weeks. And this is my opinions. These are just my thoughts, and this is just what I think. All right? I'm not no damn professional. I'm just a bookworm. For real, for real. Yeah, a bookworm. Mm-hmm. So, with that being said, I'm not going to talk your ears off, but everybody needs to stay frosty out here because it's getting ugly. Call you politicians. I'm going to keep saying it. Call you damn politicians. Stop just being nonchalant about it. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? Stop being scared. Just go ahead and do it. I do it. That's what it is. All right? I mean, if the Pope Francis can sit there and pray and ask for peace, you know, you can do the same. Okay? But I think they done paid him or something. I don't know. He must have went underground, saw what they had for him and said, you know what? Maybe a nuclear war might be good. What the hell? Last week you just said this needs to cool heads. You know, everybody need to have cool heads, calm everything down. Now, you just changed your mind. Why? What they got up? Man, what do they have on the ground? I'm beginning to think something. You know, they always talk about the fallen angels, right? They keep talking about the fallen angels. So if it's a fallen angel and they talk about hell, right? Or better, they talk about there's people or different alien beings living underground, right? You get what I'm saying? They underground. Do you think that maybe they went down there and saw the underground cities of what ancient aliens built or aliens or something, and they saying, you know what, this ain't so bad after all. Maybe we do need to wipe out everybody on top. We gonna be down here with the aliens or something. I mean, you gotta start thinking kind of crazy in the sense to understand folks think. Cause these folks crazy. Something going on with them where they don't care. And if they don't care, that means there's something else that they ain't telling us that's popping off somewhere else. So just giving you something to think about while I'm thinking. And we're gonna just call it like that. All right? So we don't need to be worried about China. I mean, we need to be worrying about Ukraine. We need to worry about China. Excuse me. China is the real threat. And I don't want no beef with them because they got some bomb-ass chicken lo mein. I love it. I ain't going to eat no more Chinese food now after this. Let me pause. Okay, I'm just true. I mean, we just need, man. Look, man. There's Chinese spies everywhere. Everywhere, even in our government. Should I say it? What's that dude named Eric Swalwell? Swallow well. Y'all know that guy out of California, the representative out of California? They got caught with that Asian chick that was a spy, which was a Chinese spy. Y'all heard about that? Excuse me. That was about what? 6 years ago? Yeah. This guy right here. I mean, come on, ladies. Would you sleep with that dude? Well, that Chinese girl did. Must have put it on him. He started talking to all them secrets like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Eric Swalwell. Girl name was Fang Fang. And this is a true story, y'all. Y'all can look this up. Y'all can Google this. Bang, bang. So, I don't know what to say, man. I just don't know what to say. I don't know who did that. Who the hell? Okay, I didn't do that. I did not do that. I'm not gonna even say who that is. I'm not gonna say who that is. But anyway, look, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down. I just thought I'd come on here and do something short. Try to do something short. If you like what I'm spitting, if you like what I'm rapping, like and subscribe. You can donate to the Pope Man funds, however you want to do it, because we could show use your helping around here. But you can also cash at me, dog. Don't think you can't. I mean, just cash at me $2. That'd be all right. I get some Chinese food. Some shrimp fried rice. Who knows? I mean, what I'm saying? You get hungry right here. Sometimes my wife, she get all mad, don't want to cook for her brother no more, for like 24 hours. I can only go 24 hours now. Every 5 hours she cooking something. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't take me serious. But anyway, folks, I'm out. Thanks for coming to the Gorilla Podcast, Gorilla Thinking. I'm your host, the DJ Dun Dada, and we out. I'll see you in a couple of days. That's if we still here. They ain't blowed us the hell up with a balloon or anything of that nature. So I'm out. Peace.